Have the Dallas Cowboys found their next star receiver in CeeDee Lamb? Or are we witnessing the downfall of a talented player under the pressure of the spotlight? In a shocking turn of events, Dak Prescott has publicly called out not just Lamb, but a culture of excuses among former Cowboys players. Is CeeDee mentally weak, or is this just a classic case of a young athlete facing growing pains in the NFL? Today we're diving deep into Dak's fiery remarks, analyzing Lamb's recent struggles, and uncovering what it truly takes to thrive in the high-stakes world of professional football. You won't want to miss this. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you love the Dallas Cowboys, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos. Today, we're diving deep into some explosive comments from Dak Prescott that have the NFL buzzing. It's time to talk about CeeDee Lamb, his recent struggles, and how Dak is taking aim at former Cowboys players who just can't seem to get over their excuses. Are we witnessing a rift in the team? Let's find out. First up, let's talk about CeeDee Lamb. Coming off a promising rookie season, many expected him to step into the spotlight and become the top receiver for the Cowboys. But the reality has been a bit different. In recent games, CeeDee has struggled with consistency, and it's led to some tough questions about his mental toughness on the field. Now, before we jump to conclusions, let's break down some stats. Over the last 5 games, Lamb has recorded an average of only 4 catches for 45 yards per game, with a couple of crucial drops that could have changed the game's outcome. The drops, especially in high-pressure situations, have raised eyebrows across the league and led to discussions about his focus and preparation. Lamb has all the physical tools: speed, agility, and size. He's shown glimpses of brilliance with spectacular catches and the ability to make plays after the catch. But when the pressure mounts, it seems like he's not always up to the task. Remember that critical game against the division rival Eagles? He had an opportunity to seal the game with a touchdown catch but dropped the pass in the end zone. This leads us to the big question: is CeeDee Lamb mentally weak? Some fans and analysts have thrown that term around, and it's definitely a hot take. Lamb has faced immense pressure since being drafted, especially with the expectations that come with wearing the star on your helmet. But when your number is called in clutch moments, that's when the great players shine. While some of this criticism may be fair, we also have to recognize the pressure on young players in today's NFL. The spotlight is intense, and any slip-up can lead to harsh criticism. The question remains: can Lamb bounce back, or will he let this define him? Speaking of Dak Prescott, let's shift gears to his recent remarks. After a tough loss, Dak was visibly frustrated not just with the game, but with the mentality of some players, particularly former Cowboys, who seem to be making excuses instead of owning up to their performances. Dak stated in a press conference, "We need guys who can step up and not make excuses. Everyone needs to be accountable." This is a strong statement coming from the leader of the Cowboys. He emphasized that playing for the Dallas Cowboys means embracing the pressure and not shying away from it. What's particularly interesting here is the context. Dak has been through his own battles, from overcoming a devastating injury to navigating the ups and downs of being a starting quarterback. He understands that accountability is key, and he's trying to foster that culture within the locker room. But how does that relate to Lamb? Is Dak implying that he's one of those players who's making excuses? This is where things get tricky. When players start pointing fingers, it can create a toxic environment. Dak's comments suggest he's looking for a team mentality where everyone takes responsibility for their actions. This is vital for team chemistry and performance. Let's be honest, Dak is a competitor. He's not just looking to win games, he's looking to elevate the entire team. He knows that if Lamb can find his rhythm and confidence, it could unlock the offense in ways we haven't seen yet. The relationship between a quarterback and his wide receiver is crucial. If there's tension or lack of trust, it can hinder the entire offense. So will Lamb rise to the occasion, or will he let the pressure get to him? The NFL is a league built on competition, and Dak is making it clear that he expects nothing less than the best from those around him. Now, let's take a moment to address the elephant in the room, the former Cowboys players Dak was referencing. Over the years, we've seen some ex-Cowboys come out with various excuses for their performances, whether it was injuries, coaching, or the infamous system they were in. We've heard from the likes of Des Bryant and Jason Witten, who have had their fair share of ups and downs, and their reflections on the Cowboys culture have sometimes been less than flattering. Des, in particular, has been vocal about how the team has handled pressure and expectations, often pointing fingers at coaching decisions. In today's NFL, where mental toughness is just as important as physical ability, making excuses is a slippery slope. You can't build a winning culture on a foundation of blame. Dak understands that, and he's trying to instill that mindset in his teammates, especially in the younger guys like Lamb. Dak's message is clear: when the lights are the brightest, it's time to shine, not to hide. He's calling out the mentality that has led some former players to falter. Will Lamb take this as a wake-up call, or will he fall victim to the same excuses that have held others back? This brings us back to CeeDee. If he's truly struggling mentally, he needs to take a step back and reevaluate how he's approaching the game. The combination of Dak's leadership and the accountability culture he's trying to build could either help Lamb excel or push him further into a spiral of self-doubt. Fans are watching closely. They want to see growth, and they want to see CeeDee Lamb take ownership of his game. It's not just about being physically gifted, it's about having the mental fortitude to match. And let's not forget the fact that Dallas fans are notoriously passionate. They live and breathe this team. When a player struggles, they're not afraid to voice their opinions. That can be both motivating and pressure-inducing. Let's expand on the concept of mental toughness in the NFL. It's a crucial aspect that often gets overlooked. The physical demands of the game are immense, but what happens between the ears can be the difference between success and failure. As we look ahead to the rest of the season, the stakes are high for the Dallas Cowboys. With playoffs on the horizon, every game matters and every player's contribution counts. The chemistry between Dak and Lamb will be put to the test, and their performance against upcoming opponents could determine the team's fate. Will we see a new and improved CeeDee Lamb in the coming weeks? Or will he continue to struggle under the weight of expectations? One thing is for sure: the Cowboys are ready for the challenge, and so should Lamb be. Thank you all for joining me today. Let's hear your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Dak's comments? Can CeeDee Lamb bounce back, or is this just the beginning of a downward spiral? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Cowboys content. Until next time, go Cowboys!